Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thanks for the comments and criticism so far. They've been very helpful, and I'm really enjoying all the positive feedback so far. So I was lying in bed, I just had too much excitement, wanted to dive right into the next video here. So I think the next one that'll be important to touch on for all of you guys starting out is motivation. We need to pinpoint the motivation behind our physical transformation or our life change, why we want to do this. There's going to be a lot of times where you're not going to feel like exercising, whether it's at the gym, whether it's out just walking about, trying to lead a more active lifestyle. Um, and if we can identify the reason why you're doing that, we can use that to push ourselves past some stumbling blocks that we're going to hit right out of the gate. The first couple days, weeks. So I think it's very important to discover what do we want to do, why do we want to do it. These aren't things that we're going to have to justify to anybody else specifically, just to ourselves, just so we can understand and we can use that as positive energy to move forward. So you always have something to fall back on. I noticed a lot of times with clients that a lot of people would show up, but they wouldn't really be there mentally. It was almost like an obligation if they had training, that they felt they had to show up because they had penciled it in. But when they were there, they weren't actually there for the right reasons, if you want to say that. All right, so next what we need to do is we need to identify the reason that specifically you want to change your lifestyle. There's a couple really basic ones. Health. Is your health suffering maybe, or you have a history of family illness that you want to avoid? Children. Maybe you have kids and you're not as active with them as you want to be, or you're planning on having kids and you want to be able to do all the things that you're going to need to do and want to do. Another big one is for single guys, not even for single guys specifically, but if you're even married and you want to be more attractive to your spouse, or you are single and you want to just have a better a better understanding of yourself and a greater sense of confidence, because self-confidence and self-worth, if you can improve that and you can feel comfortable with yourself, that will expand outwards into every aspect of your life. You will find it just makes a huge difference in everything you do day to day if you're comfortable in your own skin and you're happy. So I'd like to rewind a bit, and I want to talk about the different aspects of motivation that I encountered throughout my journey, and then maybe you can make some connections there, or give you just an idea of things to look for, things that are important to you. So when I was in high school, like I said, I'm not a huge jock. I'm not a big fan of sports, but I did play high school football because a lot of my friends did, and I thought it would be fun. I'd never really done anything like that before. And I noticed that throughout the 2 years, 2.5 years that I did it, I lost a lot of weight, and my physical capabilities were increased like exponentially. I could run faster, I could run farther, and I was having fun doing it, and it felt really good. And it wasn't even that my weight was going down. I didn't even notice that so much. It was just the sense of confidence that I was getting from that, the good experience, the positive experience I was getting, was just, exemplified in everything that I did. And it was a great feeling. So when I did move from my hometown to a larger city, I remembered that. And I kind of checked that off in my mind as that I wanted more of that. I loved that. That was very exciting for me. Um, So when I first started working with a personal trainer, after I signed up at the gym, I was super nervous, and which is to be expected. We'll talk about that as well. Um, and I knew that things were going to be tough, and they were tougher than I imagined they were going to be. And there were some mornings that I woke up that I felt like I just don't have the drive in me today. I just don't have that push that I had yesterday or last week. And you really need to determine the reasons you're doing it, because then you can kind of cling on to those things and just work them through your head, because sometimes it's hard to find motivation. Just because you wake up and you don't feel motivated doesn't mean you can't motivate yourself. A lot of times what I like to do is I like to replay in my mind the positive experiences I had when I was playing team sports, when I played football. I'll put on some music that I find really energizing, and I'll just walk on the treadmill, and I'll just like replay, memories through my mind, and I'll just think like, oh, that that was such a great experience. And I remember that game. That was so great. I gotta take that guy out. It was awesome. But it'd be even better if I could have run, twice as fast, or if I could have hit him just a little harder. And you know what? Now I can. And just that boost I found was, by the time I was on the treadmill for 6, 7 minutes, I had gone from, barely able to drag myself in and do my shoes up to just like, bouncing around, just like, I can't wait, I'm excited, let's get going, what am I going to do today? I had a plan, I want to do twice that plan. So if you can find the the basic root, the reason that you want to do this change, you don't have to tell anybody else. Just keep it to yourself, and use it. Use it whenever you find that you're lacking in motivation, you're lacking in drive, and it will always be there for you. Just might need to coax it out sometimes, and that is perfectly acceptable. Like this afternoon, I had a plan. I was going to go to the gym. I was going to do chest. I love doing chest. But what happened? Well, I had a nap. I also worked last night, and I didn't get very much sleep, so it was more like a and I was about 3 hours late, and I only actually went in and I think I ran on the treadmill for about 40 minutes, not even a run. I did like a jog, and I watched Stargate on TV. Again, a geek. But you just have to find something, something to get you in the mood, and just because you have a plan for the day, that doesn't mean you're locked into that plan. Whatever it takes to get you there and have fun doing it. That's very important. We need to have fun. Okay.